What's up, everybody? I'm B-True, and today I'm going to show you guys how to get the most out of the 8 inner gates function in Naruto Online. Alright, so I've been doing this kind of series, I guess, whatever you want to call it, where I've been making helpful videos that you guys request. So I have videos on some of these things, but some of the features kind of have changed over time, or we've learned a little bit more about them. And so if I have an outdated guide and anybody doesn't quite understand maybe what I said, I've been redoing guides or making guides, like I said, that you guys have requested. So a couple people have requested 8 inner gates. They wanted to know what stats are the most helpful, how to kind of use the best. So let's take a look at the 8 inner gates, and we're going to go over how to get the most out of this feature. All right, so the 8 inner gates. First and foremost, don't ever spend ingots or coupons on this. Just don't. No, bad. Don't ever do that. All right, so let's see here. If we look at my lineup, okay, you see I have a couple red over here, and I'm going to talk about these in a second. So red is the highest you can go. It goes red, then gold, then purple, blue, green, in descending order, okay? So red is the best you can get, then gold, then purple. Okay, anything less than purple you really don't want to even worry about. You can somewhat adjust your characters the way that you want to for this feature. You can make them kind of personalized, I guess, to what they want to do. The problem, though, is it's not as customizable as you may think. There is a right and a wrong way to do this, okay? One of the best things that you can do for all of your characters is to load them up with the 5 primary stats. The 5 primary stats are life, attack, defense, ninjutsu, resistance. So those 5 primary stats are going to give you the most power and the most benefit to your team, okay? Life, attack, defense, resistance, ninjutsu. On top of that, okay, so that's all right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slots available. I don't know when this 8th slot opens up. Not entirely sure. But we got 7 slots available. That's 5. That's 5 right there, okay? Between our primary stats, we've already got 5 of them taken up. On top of that, then, at least for your first position ninja, you're going to want to have this quick rune that gives you initiative, okay? Initiative is really important in this game, especially the later into the game that you go. Being able to go first can make or break your lineup and the fights and everything about it, okay? So at least for your first position ninja, which Roshi is my first position ninja, you're going to want to have the quick rune to give you a bonus initiative, okay? So that's 6 out of your 7 already taken up. If we look at my Roshi here, I've got ninjutsu, life, defense, attack, resistance, initiative, and then last but not least, I have critical, okay? So I got the 5 main stats, initiative, and then critical. The reason that I have critical here, that's what, explosive? Yeah. So for critical, I needed Roshi to be a little bit tankier, and the best thing that's going to help him out as far as tankiness is critical, to reduce the amount of critical attacks that he takes, okay? I'm not so much worried about him doing critical hits as much as I am him receiving critical hits. So I'm trying to make him a little bit tankier in that way. Look at my second position ninja. Again, I have the quick setup here, okay? Now, you can see I have a red wind, okay? A wind is resistance. Now, like I said, red is the best you can get. The reason I have that on Han is because Roshi is immune to debuffs, so his resistance isn't as important as it is for, like, Han. Okay, so Han can get poisoned, Han can get ignited. So I put the wind on him. That way he has the increased resistance. So that's what I mean by being able to sort of customize this based on your characters, okay? So, again, you can see I've got life, attack, resistance, defense, ninjutsu. I got the 5 basic stats. Then I have another initiative and critical. So they're actually identical, but I gave the better wind to Han for that reason, because he's immune to he's not immune to debuffs, so the resistance is a little bit more important for him, okay? Another quick, another explosive, all the same thing there, okay? For Hanzo, I got life, attack, defense, ninjutsu, resistance again, but instead of having initiative, I don't have initiative on my back 2 characters. I only have it on my front 2. That's sort of up to you if you want to put it on your third. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to seize. That's kind of up to you if you want to put it on your third and 4th character. I only put it on my first and second. They're the only 2 that actually start combos, so that's what I put them on. Then, so I have critical, because again, critical gives you a little bit of extra defense, a little bit of extra tankiness. And then I have combo on Hanzo. because Hanzo is my main combo starter in this lineup. He starts the 10 chase, which eventually gets off Roshi's chase. So combo is really important for Hanzo. For me, that's why I put combo on him. And then finally, you can see I've got attack, defense, resistance, ninjutsu life, the 5 again. I've got critical and damage reduction. The reason that I have damage reduction is because I don't really have anything else better to put on my water main right now, okay? I might switch that out for initiative at some point. Not 100% sure. And the reason for that is damage reduction is one of those stats that doesn't do anything in the game, okay? There are certain stats in the game that give you power, but as far as battle calculations go, they've been shown that they really don't affect anything. And there's been a lot of examples on the forums. If you check, people have screenshots and they've run tests and all that stuff. Certain stats don't actually affect battle the way that they say that they do, okay? They say that they do, so like damage reduction. It says that it reduces damage, but it actually doesn't affect anything. People have done these tests. You can go look them up. So, what are those stats? And I've talked about these in some of my other videos, like the purification one, okay? So damage reduction is one of those. Injury is another one of those. Injury is supposed to increase or decrease your critical hit damage based on if you're receiving or giving a critical hit. Doesn't do anything. Taijutsu penetration does nothing. Ninjutsu penetration does nothing, okay? So those you want to kind of avoid those. And then lineup, so life recovery, even a level 6 red wood only gives you an extra 160 life per round. Pretty much useless, right? Pretty much useless. So life recovery, taijutsu, ninjutsu penetration, don't worry about either of those. Damage reduction does nothing. Injury does nothing. And then control, for the most part, does nothing. Okay? If you have like 60,000 more battle power than somebody and your control is that high, it will have a bit of an impact. But at that point, you're 60,000 battle power over somebody, so is control even worth it at that point? You know what I mean? Control versus somebody else that has similar battle power than you, pretty much non-existent. Doesn't matter. Doesn't do anything, okay? So like I said, you want to stack up your ninja with the 5 basic attributes and then determine what you need for them. So for Roshi, I've got initiative and critical. Han, I've got initiative and critical. Hanzo, I've got critical and then combo because I need him and all that stuff, all right? So that's how you can kind of use these to get the best effect out of them. Now this exchange chakra is really important. You can see I've got 64,000 battle points here. Practice points, whatever you want to call them. Don't ever spend on purple, okay? Purple is just a complete waste. The only one that you want to spend on for purple is the quick for the initiative, okay? You can see that costs 20,000 as opposed to the 5,000 or 8,000 everything else costs. Initiative is the only rune in here that you should buy that is purple. And the only way that you can get an initiative rune, this quick rune, is by buying it. It never comes up in here, okay? So I bought this for my first and second character. Then you can see you've got, okay, so like control, scorch, or ice, scorch, corrosion, all of those, the penetrations, control, don't ever get that. Life recovery, don't ever get that. Damage reduction, don't ever worry about that, okay? So then we've got these gold ones back here. Now, I have, where is it? So like here, I've got a purple defense and a purple wind, or resistance, because I haven't gotten gold from them yet. And you can see how many points I've pulled, I still haven't got them. I want to spend on like the gold earth and the gold wind, okay? However, apparently at some point they're going to add red runes into this exchange chakra that you can exchange the points for to get. And like I said, the red is the best. Now, I don't know when that's going to be, okay? I've been hearing that it's going to be added into the game for months and months, which is why I have so many points saved up and I have not spent on like the gold earth or the gold wind yet. I've been saving up these points to eventually hopefully get or to buy a red one. It hasn't come through. I don't know when it's going to be, so don't quote me on that, okay? But from everything that I hear, eventually they will put red 8-gate runes in here and as and also they're going to put in a red initiative, okay? So purple is the highest initiative that they have, but eventually they're going to add a red as well. So a red initiative and then red runes in general into the chakra that you can exchange for back here. But like I said, I have no idea when that's going to be. All right, so how would I go about doing this, okay? So I've got 44 million coins right now. Like I said, you never call guide. Don't ever do that. So we go auto practice, okay? Auto practice is going to fill it out. I don't see anything important, so I do one-click synthesize, back to auto practice. Again, so the majority of your auto practices are going to be these greens and these blues. Every now and then you'll get a purple. But what we're really looking for is gold and especially red. Red is incredibly rare, incredibly rare. I think I've only gotten 6 red ever, and I've been playing this game for almost a year now. And I've been pretty religious about doing this 8-gate stuff. So there you see I got a purple Gale, but I don't need anything purple anymore. I only need gold for like the main stats. Defense and resistance, I believe, are the 2 that I still need. So what I would do is I would just sit here for 40 million coins and just go through it. Now you see I got lucky and I got a gold. However, that gold is injury, which means it doesn't do anything, okay? So I'm going to sell that one just to get coins back to try and keep going. So every time you click this one-click synthesize, it's going to take all of these runes and it's going to give the experience into this, whatever your highest level rune is. So I already have a purple here, so it's going to put it into the purple. So you can see that's already level 7. And what you use for that is you're going to use that to level up your runes in the background. Okay, so we didn't get anything good. So let's just say that I was out of coins now, okay? So I have this level 7 Inferno. I'm going to accept it. It goes back here. That Inferno now is right here. Then what I would do is I would use that Inferno to level up the good runes that I have. So like my Wind here is level 9, okay? But it's going to take 18,000 to level up. That's pretty expensive. Let's see. We got level 9. This one's actually almost leveled up. So let's try this. It's going to get, looks like just under, maybe, no, wait. Is it going to go? It did level up. Cool. Okay. So now our lightning is level 10. We went from level 9 up to level 10 for our lightning, which is pretty cool. I have my quicks maxed out. They maxed out at level 11. So you got a little bit of battle power there. Our lightning went up, so Roshi's ninjutsu just went up a little bit. So you want to level up the gold items, or the gold runes that you have in order to get more power. Okay, if you had a red, you want to focus on getting that red up as high as possible. But yeah, that is pretty much the whole guide there. That's what you want to do. There, it used to seem like you could use this guide, or this function, to kind of personalize your ninja, like I said, but the problem is there is a right and a wrong choice. There is runes that actually affect the battle, that give you a lot of battle power and help you out, and then there are runes that don't do what they're supposed to do. So that's kind of the issue with this, with a lot of the features in this game. They're supposed to be able to customize ninja, but the way that some of the stats work in this game and the way that some stats don't do anything, there's always a right and a wrong answer. So to recap, 5 basic stats: life, attack, defense, ninjutsu, resistance. Initiative on at least your first position character, and then round it out with whatever you want in the background. I choose critical most of the time just to make my team a little bit more defensive. Yeah, so there we go. That's the 8 gates. If you got, hopefully this explained everything as best as possible to everybody. If you still have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll make sure to get back to you and answer that question for you. If you have any other videos or any features in the game that you don't quite understand, maybe it's one of my videos from the past that's either outdated or you don't really know, it's not quite clear enough for you, or if there's just anything that you want explained, please leave a comment down below. I've been checking these videos for comments. That's how I've been coming up with which videos I actually want to do for you guys, because you guys are letting me know exactly what you want explained. So leave a comment down below. Let me know. I'll make sure to make that video and make it as clear as possible for everybody. Hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you all, everybody, for watching the whole way through the video. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one, and peace.